Alter, reform, or abolish. How it all started. The Declaration of Independence says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness." Becoming destructive. The statement that whenever any form of government becomes destructive. What does destructive mean? De, a Latin prefix, denotes a moving from a separation. Hence, it often expresses a negative. Destructive means having the quality of destroying, ruinous, mischievous, pernicious. From the American Dictionary of the English Language, 1828. The key foundational elements for the pursuit of life, liberty, freedom, safety, and happiness were included in our Declaration of Independence. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these, the Declaration and Bill of Rights says that it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. What is a right? A power, privilege, faculty, or demand inherent in one person or incident upon another. Rights are defined generally as powers of free action. That's from Black's Law, 5th edition. Alter. Alter means to make a change in, to modify, to vary in some degree, to change some of the elements or ingredients or details without substituting an entirely new thing or destroying the identity of the thing affected. To change partially, to change in one or more respects, but without destruction of existence or identity of the thing changed. To increase or diminish. That's from Black's Law, 5th edition. Reform. Reform means to change from worse to better, to amend, to correct, to restore, to a former good state, or to bring from a bad to a good state, to remove that which is bad or corrupt. That's from the American Dictionary of the English Language, 1828. Abolish. Abolish means to make void, to annul, to abrogate, applied chiefly and appropriately to establish laws, contracts, rights, customs, and institutions, to destroy or put an end to. That's from the American Dictionary of the English Language, 1828. Examples of State Bill of Rights. Virginia, Article 1, Section 3. That government is, or ought to be, instituted for the common benefit, protection, and security of the people, nation, or community, of all the various modes and forms of government, that is best which is capable of producing the greatest degree of happiness and safety, and is most effectually secured against the danger of maladministration. And whenever any government shall be found inadequate or contrary to these purposes, a majority of the community hath an indubitable, inalienable, and indefeasible right to reform, alter, or abolish it in such manner as shall be judged most conducive to the public will. Maine, Article 1, Section 2. All power is inherent in the people. All free governments are founded in their authority and instituted for their benefit. They have, therefore, an unalienable and indefeasible right to institute government and to alter, reform, or totally change the same when their safety and happiness require it. Iowa, Article 1, Section 2. All political power is inherent in the people. Government is instituted for the protection, security, and benefit of the people, and they have the right at all times to alter or reform the same whenever the public good may require it. George Washington said, "The basis of our political systems is the right of the people to make and to alter their constitutions of government, but the Constitution, which at any time exists till changed by an explicit and authentic act of the whole people, is sacredly obligatory upon all." Justices Joseph Story and James Wilson. Justice Joseph Story, the first and fundamental rule in the interpretation of all instruments, documents, is to construe them according to the sense of the terms and the intentions of the parties. Justice James Wilson. Here, the people are masters of government. Elsewhere, the government is master of the people. In summary, it is well established in our historical documents that government was established to protect the life, liberty, property, safety, and well-being of the people. Provisions and rights were established providing the people the absolute right and duty to alter, reform, or abolish our system of government whenever it becomes destructive to these ends and is not functioning according to its original intent. You are responsible for your government. Galatians chapter 6, verse 5 says, "For each will have to bear his own load." Thank you for listening to my presentation.